Hi, I'm Bill Lancaster, and I'll be your host for this sharpening session today. Today we're going to sharpen the 40-40 gouge. The 40-40 gouge is used on bowls, and you see this 40-40 that I have in my hand. It's grounded 40 degrees this way and 40 degrees that way. That's why it's called a 40-40. This is one that I got from Ashley Harwood. And I have a couple of Ashley Harwoods. This is a bigger one. This is the smaller one. These both have these taper lock handles on them that are from Stuart Batty. Both Stuart Batty and Ashley are advocates of using the 40-40, and but you don't use a jig to sharpen it with. And I'm going to show you how to sharpen it freehand on this grinder. Hang on a second. This is the grinding wheel I'm going to use, and this is another Stuart Batty invention. It's a platform that I like very much. You can angle it, and you never have to adjust the distance from the wheel to the platform. It stays constant, and you can also use one of Stuart Batty's gauges. I don't get sponsored by anybody, by the way. I just use the products that I like, and this is one of the Stuart Batty angle gauges for the wheel. This is a Stuart Batty 1. They make a Stuart Batty 2, but this is the one I like better because it gives you the angles in even 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 degree increments. The way you use this is you put this, you find the 40, there it is, put this on the platform, run it right up to the wheel, and you want it to be, kiss that wheel at just the right angle, and you can adjust the angle with these, loosen these screws. And so you don't use the top surface, you use the bottom surface to get that set right. So that's set at 40 degrees. When you start with one of these gouges, it hurts you right down to the toes to do what you have to do, but you have to start it out flat on the platform, run it right up to the wheel, and grind it down on the cutting surface until it's 40 degrees. It hurts you because you just always are protecting that cutting surface to keep it sharp, and now you're going to grind it down flat. And when you get it ground down, it'll be flat all the way around, and you're going to need to then sharpen it back to a good edge. The way you sharpen this 40-40, and this is what Ashley Harwood showed me, is you put it, you see these lines I have on this platform? Those are 40 degrees from the wheel. And so I'm going to put this gouge against the wheel, and then I'm going to rotate it by hand. And you rotate, and you swing it at the same time. So you do both a swing and a rotate like that. You have to watch my wrist. You see, I'm going to start out here with a flat against the wheel. I'm swinging and rotating at the same time to do half of it. Then I'm going to do the same thing over here. If you stand over here to the side, you can do it better. But that gives you a rounded surface on the bottom of your gouge, not a straight across. You could do it this way, just straight, be kind of a pointed spindle gouge, I suppose, but you don't. You do it this way with a swing. And then you grind the heel off, and I'll show you both those operations. Okay, now here we're going to start the grinder. And I'll put this thing against the grinder. Well, I've got a wheel coming off over here. Let me get a wrench and tighten that thing up. These don't need to be more than just hand tight, because when you get them started, they're going to tighten themselves by the direction. And one tightens to the right, one tightens to the left. So you have to learn that little trick. I use this CBN brake, I call it, to stop this wheel. they will go forever. Now let's try to tighten up these nuts a little bit. This one tightens to the right normally, and this one tightens to the left. So let's get them both on there a little bit tighter. No, it goes the other way. That's wrong. No, it does go that way. It tightens the normal way. No, it tightens the opposite to normal. So give it a little bit of tightness there, so it'll stay put. All right, we'll try this thing again. Sorry for that interruption. So we put this 40-40 down here at 40 degrees. I keep my hand close to the platform. It's easier to do it that way than you don't. That way you don't lift up on it, and then you just start grinding it and swinging, just like that. Grind and swing. Get a nice cutting edge. I got to do some more. A little more. Good. The other side. More. And a little bit more. Good. Now what you see, nice smooth surface. In the beginning I would get facets because I wasn't quite smooth at this thing, but the facets were not a problem according to Stuart Batty. I just had facets, and then when you get that done, then you grind off the heel. You do that this way. Now you grind the heel off because the heel, if it mashes into your bowl, into the wood, it will cause a compression mark, and those are very hard to get out. You almost cannot sand them out, so just grind the heel off. All you need is about 1/8 of an inch of bevel cutting surface from the edge to the back of the heel. 1/8 of an inch is all you need, according to a friend of mine. I don't quite get it down to 1/8 because I'm not quite that courageous, but that's all you need. So that's how you sharpen one of these 40-40s, and I'm going to give that another little lick. I don't think I'm quite there. I can see the surfaces that aren't quite sharp in the reflection of the light, the way I'm looking at it, and you would be able to see that too. And also I would take my hone now, a little teardrop shaped hone, put it right down the flat part here and just take out that burr that's formed right there on the inside of the cutting edge, to get that burr off of there, because it's a little better without the burr. So that's it, and I'm going to sharpen another one now, but that's all I'm going to do for right now with you all on the video. So I hope you got something out of that and learned how to do this, and maybe you'll do your own now. So have a great day.